All right, if you have gotten a chance to see any of the other videos for the study guide, I'm continuing to do volumes of different shapes. We are doing composite shapes or compound shapes. In this case, I am doing a shape that is a rectangle with a cylinder hole cut out throughout the whole thing. So we are going to be subtracting the volume of the cylinder in this case. So what we do need to do is find the volume of the rectangle, find the volume of the cylinder, and we're going to subtract the cylinder's volume from that. So I've kind of already started the volumes so you can see what formulas we're going to be using. So we will start off with the rectangle because that's really easy to do. We've got our length, our width, and our height. Length is 20, width is 16, height is 16, 20 times 16 times 16, which I'm not going to show you on the calculator, but it is 5,120. We are talking about inches, so this is inches cubed. So that is the volume of the rectangle. Now, from here, we're going to take the information that we have for our cylinder. So we have a radius of 5 inches. So I'm going to put that in there because I need that. And our height, this is an entire piece that is going from one end to the other. So that means that the length of this, as you can see, is written already here, is 20. So, you have to make sure that it is actually the same. In this case, it's actually written here, but unless it's not stated, you would obviously check to make sure that it is through one side all the way down to the other. If it's smaller and it's not the entire thing, you'd have to make sure you know the measurement of that. But in this case, the height is also 20 inches in this. So we have the height here. So now all we're going to do is plug this in. We're going to do the actual as well as the approximate. The approximate is what I'm going to need to use in order to find out the final shape's size. So what I would do here is start off by squaring 5. So 5 times 5, which is 25. We're going to multiply that times the height, which is 20. We get 500. So we have 500 and then the pi symbol right after it. And that is your actual size. So if I'm asked to find an actual volume, that's the actual. You have not hit the pi button yet. Sometimes your teacher will ask you to use this in terms of pi. That's what that means. So you've completed that part. Now, obviously, we need the approximate size so we can subtract it from the rectangle. So what I'm going to do is take 500. I'm going to hit times the pi button right here. Hit equals, and you get an approximate answer of 1,570. We round to the nearest tenth, or I do. So I have 0.7. Now we look at the 9. The 9 is going to make that 7 round up to an 8. So we're going to have 1570.8, and this is going to be inches cubed for the cylinder. Now I'm going to just take this, subtract that from it, so that I can find out how much is actually still remaining. So I'm going to do 5,120. I'm going to just subtract 1,570.8, and I get a finalized answer of 3,549.2, and that would be in inches cubed. So that would be my finalized answer for a question like this. And if you want more questions like these, you can find them on my Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at YouWantAlgebra. All of them can be found under the volume section of my playlist. And like, follow, and share for more.